Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hey, here's a thought today. Enjoy a Monday, because soon it will be Christmas, and soon you know I still have not put the decorations on the tree. Welcome to Mike's Daily Podcast, episode 1000. I put the tree up, I just haven't decorated it. It's like putting the horse on top of the cart, and just that makes no sense. So
Mike's Daily Podcast,
episode 1761.
Mike's Daily Podcast
At Café Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. Hi, I'm Mike Matthews, and my excuse is I have a podcast where I talk about stuff like going to Trader Vic's. That's on Emeryville. That's rough if you live there.
Mike's Daily Podcast,
because you're paying a lot. It's expensive. Emeryville, that's where they do the Pixar thing, and
Mike's
they've got a bunch of
Daily
expensive
Podcast
universities that you can go to, and supposedly you get a degree in something, and then you can improve your life, supposedly. And that's good. The podcast picture today is of Floyd the Floorman. I think today we will have to say hi to everyone, like now. Hello, Michael Master, it's Madame Rootabega, and it's so nice to be here at Café Anyway. Oh! Yes, Café Anyway on a Monday. And going to Trader Vic's. And boy, that's expensive, Trader Vic's.
Anyway.
Café Anyway.
Anyway.
Wow. So if you want an entree, like $30. If you want one of their Mai Tais, $15. No, thank you. And we were even with some people that live in that area, so they get like a residence discount. I think they got discounted 50 cents because it was nothing. Nothing. They know nothing.
He's nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant, and look who's driving at the cafe anyway.
This is Bison Bentley. Do you know that? That's good, guys. That's great. We were talking, a guy I know and I, about voiceover artists, and doing the cartoons. And if you listen to...
And here's today's podcast picture.
Just turn off or just stop looking at the screen and just listen to the sound of cartoons. I think it's like three people do the voices for every single cartoon. And they're generally women who can do like children's voices or an adult voice. They got like a little bit of a range, but it's mostly women. And oh God, these voices are so annoying. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take commercials anymore. I think I watched way too many as a kid. Thus, me. Thus, who I am today. But dang, what is people, the kids, that's what they want. They want that, and then all the adult cartoons have the same guy going, yeah, bruh, yeah, It's all fret jokes. I went to Starbucks on my birthday this year, which was on Thanksgiving. And it was a madhouse. It was Half Moon Bay. I was amazed that Starbucks was even open, but I had to go to Starbucks on my birthday because only then was I going to get a free drink. I don't understand the Starbucks point system. They wiggle this carrot in front of you and say, oh, we'll give you this and that. But then they give you specific days that you have to go in to get the free thing. Well, what if you forget? What if you're busy? What if it's Thanksgiving and a lot of Starbucks are closed? I go in, it's crazy busy, and I got the weird sandwich they have that's like a Thanksgiving in a sandwich. So basically I had that for Thanksgiving. It has stuffing on it and cranberry sauce and turkey. Crazy. I had that on Starbucks on my birthday, which was on Thanksgiving, and I'm there with my lovely lady friend, and there's a girl wearing a shirt from a Fleetwood Mac concert, a recent one, and I'm looking at the shirt and I notice, oh my gosh, the lineup for Fleetwood Mac has one of my favorite singers from Crowded House, Neil Finn. And then there's this other guy, Mike Campbell, I think, from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And I'm checking it out. I'm like, wow, look at that. And then I realize I'm looking at this teenager's shirt, a young lady. I'm looking at her chest, basically. And it's, oops, that's inappropriate. What was I thinking? But I was really looking at the Fleetwood Mac lineup. It was a very detailed picture. Very distracting. I swear I wasn't looking at other things. On a teenager. Inappropriate. I believe the children are our future, and you shouldn't look at their chests. So that's how we stand today. That's the statement we're making today on today's Monday show. Is if you have a young girl wearing a Fleetwood Mac shirt and there's a scary old man looking at her shirt, that maybe just don't have her wear. It used to be don't have them wear anything, too adult when they're young. And now it's don't have a stupid Fleetwood Mac shirt on. Anyway, it's very... I don't want to go see Fleetwood Mac. I know they were just here in the Bay Area. Their voices are all shot. They basically are on autopilot. What's the point? I don't get that. Go and watch a video when their heyday was happening in the 70s. And as we go outside a Café Anyway, where you're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, when TV, I would like to say to everyone that runs a TV station that listens to this show, which I know there's like 50 billion of them people, that there is way too much Skype being used on TV, like the 24-hour news stations. Like, they can't get the guy into the studio, so they allow them to Skype, and it always looks terrible. Because, when they're in the studio, they got the super professional lighting. They've got people that have worked in TV for a long time. But when you're Skyping and you're just, okay, I'll set up the camera on the thing. I don't know what it's doing. It always looks terrible. I don't like it. There's too much Skype going on TV. It has to stop. I'd rather listen to them over the phone and have the little slide that shows what they look like. That's way more exciting to me. I wrote here, how do you deal with times of adjustment? Do you self-medicate? I'm going through a bit of a change right now in my life with what I was used to. It's a promotion at work, and it's a change. There's a little more stress going on, and I'm trying not to do anything like self-medicating or anything like that. Like, hey, I'll go out and have a drink. I did have a Mai Tai the other night, and that was really not even necessary, Mai Tais. Those should only be drank when you're on an island somewhere and you're enjoying the sun and the wonderful warm surf. But instead I was at Cold Emeryville at Trader Vic's, which is an interesting looking place, but they charge way too much. So, that's something that we have to realize, is that I think we want to make the situation a little better, a little easier for us by doing things like drinking a lot, or I don't know, whatever your drug of choice is, or perhaps you binge watch some TV show that takes you away, that helps you escape. But we just need to be aware that we do things like that. And one other throwback comment was the election freebies. I know the election was over a month ago now, and all the election freebies that were happening weren't happening in California. They were all like nobody wanted to give Californians incentive to vote. I was miffed by that. I get mad that, like, whenever there's, it's National Ice Cream Day, all the freebies are happening in states other than California. What's that happening for? Leaving us behind like that? Question mark. So now we're outside a Café Anyway, and it's a cool evening, a little bit brisk. Or is it a morning? It's morning. The sun might be rising soon. I don't know. Could be something to that effect. But yes, enjoy your day. I have basically tried to make the website better. There's a bunch of changes that WordPress is doing, so it's taking me a little bit longer to put up my show onto my website, but you can check it out at mikesdailypodcast.com. And that's it, basically. Thank you for listening to episode 1761. I got some fires I got to put out. It's a busy Monday already for me. You can always contact me, 336MM Daily. That's 336MM Daily. Or you can call me at Mike's Daily Podcast, or email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. Enjoy your day.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!